So up next is Holly Nicholls from DLIB. Holly is going to be talking to us about technology, and technology alone will not save democracy, but it's a good start. Holly has worked as the bridge between tech and normal people for a while now, and has recently moved from e-learning to e-democracy to become the newest member of DLIB. Over to you, Holly.
Haven't even started yet. Okay, so obviously the introduction there, I've moved to e-democracy. If you don't know what that is, feel free to ask me afterwards. So basically I'm talking today about how technology is going to save democracy. You can see there's a little asterisk there. I'll explain that a bit later. Basically, technology is one of these things that's kind of changing the way we live, the way we do things. And one of my favourite comparisons I've seen of recent is that it sparked a second age of enlightenment. So instead of printing leaflets and going to the local tavern to have a good old conversation, we're now going and Googling things, and we're finding a forum or social media to go and talk about what's going on in the world. And that's where technology might be able to save democracy. So I'm going to focus on today a project we worked on at DLIB called My 2050. It's a project with DEC, which is the Department of Energy and Climate Change. They set a target for reducing carbon dioxide to 20%, which is quite a bit ambitious. And they decided, obviously being quite a big issue, they wanted to get everyone involved in it. It's quite a complex issue, but obviously this is an area where poor choices could literally cost the earth. So that was their motivation there. On we go. So we were presented with an enormous spreadsheet, basically, which involved all the kind of different options for the ways to reduce climate change and the different impacts that those options would have. Obviously, most normal people are not going to be looking through a spreadsheet to work out how they're going to reduce the CO2 levels by, to 20% of what they are now. So we translated it into a more user-friendly format, which is this. It basically gives people the option to go through and explore the different consequences of their actions. So if you want to, I think I ended up with lots of nuclear power stations, probably not a popular choice, but as you go through it, it becomes a little bit clearer what the challenges are, and it's making it accessible for normal people to get involved in that debate. So we're informing the conversation with real-world results, so they can see as they're going through, the animations will change, and they get this final picture of what their home, their city, and their country will look like as a result of the options they've taken. So you can see there my kind of rundown, and that all feeds into the wider debate about what we should do to try and get this 20% target. What My 2050 did to save democracy, over 10,000 people got involved in the debate. These aren't scientists. They're not, people who are, environmental campaigners. They're just general people on the street. Even schools and youth groups were able to get together. We had an education pack. So all ages, all backgrounds were able to get involved in the debate. So, because it's open and easy to use, 2050 can help facilitate an energy literate debate, and that's what we're trying to do. So you can see there are all the bubbles of the responses and where they're kind of falling, so you get feedback from what other people have chosen as well and how you fall with that. So that's how it saved democracy-ish. And the debate's continued. It's already, it's even sort of 5 years on. From when it was originally created, it's still informing the debate. The Guardian Big Energy debate recently used the application to inform theirs. So it's still going on, but we need to go back to that asterisk. Technology alone will not save democracy. It'd be lovely if it would. That would be a much easier solution to everything, getting everyone involved. But what we need and what we had with DEC is that they were already open to the idea of getting everyone involved, making it as open and as accessible to everyone as possible. What I do and what my sort of role is getting that culture change. So showing people what the possibilities are, what the benefits are of using technology to open up the debate to normal people and get their feedback. And that's what will save democracy.